Yo, 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 what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. So the returning friends and family, I already know it's peace and blessing. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. First things first, hopefully everybody is having a blessed and productive Thursday evening. Hopefully everybody was able to get through the work day. Hopefully everybody was able to get to events or enjoy themselves the way they were supposed to. And yeah, hopefully everybody's ready for the weekend. Whatever events and plans you might have, just make sure you're keeping yourself visual at all times. Keep yourself safe and just do what's necessary for you. Enjoy life. Appreciate everybody that tuned in this morning for the live conversation. Definitely was a good one. If you missed it, you can always catch the replay. Tonight, the title clear as day, though. Stupidity or prosperity? That's a question I feel some people should be asking themselves day in and day out. You know, what's more beneficial and what works better? Me thinking strategically, trying to better myself one way without having to hurt somebody or do something to better myself and benefit myself, or do I choose the stupid route and go against every grain that I just stand on? You know, for some people, it's going to be an easy answer. Some people are going to choose prosperity. Some people are going to choose ways to just, scratch and survive and push forward. You're going to have others not going to take that. The reason why they're not going to take it is because plan is clear as day for them. I'm miserable in something that I'm not doing or that I should be doing. I'm miserable that it seems like you got a better footing than I do in something that I'm trying to do. It could be a multitude of alleyways that's going on with some people, but again, it goes to show weakness in character. Again, when you are attacking people left and right, a lot of times some of that boomerangs on you. And if not, a lot of it does, because you got people that don't be doing nothing and still get bothered. Again, just instead of doing something that works for them and benefits them, they would decide to just, continuously pick and pick for the wrong reason. In my whole and all honest opinion, that's a form of stupidity. Because the time you wasting, the energy you wasting on trying to, kick somebody or put somebody down, you're really just putting yourself down even more. In the spiritual basket, you putting yourself down even more. Platty, what's going on, baby? Happy Friday, baby. Hope all is well with you. But yeah, it's sad that some people will really refuse to go with the notion of prosperity. Time you wasting trying to batter somebody or even just trying to criticize or get crazy with somebody, you could have been doing something that's going to be complete for you. You could have been doing something that would have helped you in the door to do something else besides what you're doing. And the more that you continuously do the things that you do, it shows that, again, your priorities are messed up. Again, some people think that it's fun to just always be bringing negativity, or you got sourness towards somebody you don't know personally or probably never had no real dealings or ties with. So it goes to show, again, strength and character. And your strength is not It's not really strong at all. It's actually just showing the world what it is. You're the type of form of people that can't build with, can't trust, can't be around. I hear you, Platty. I'm good. Like I said, blessed as always. Figure I'd do this live early. Um, and I'm enjoying my night off, so yeah, might as well get this live out the way now. Um, but that is a question that when you wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror, that's something you should be asking. Do you want to be prosperous or do you want to be stupid? Just remember, at some point, stupidity does cost you. And when it's time for you to actually get back on course on what you're supposed to be doing with your life, you're going to be too burnt out to even figure out what you want to do. And then it starts it again. The process of, now I got it. This is what I'm known for. This is what I'm always going to be known for. Now you got to start back over to a degree. Who wants to go through all of that? Again, key balance in life. Yeah, you thought I was outside, just got back in here. Man, did all of that and ain't no damn traffic, and I'm looking out. Crazy. My bad, y'all. But some of y'all are used to this and accustomed to this, all right. So, I mean, you should have the mindset to think prosperous anyway. Don't you want a better mindset, and a better goal set for the future generations, immediate family, extended family, the real ones that kept you up, so on and so forth. You should want to think that way. And if you don't got people like that in your vicinity, you need to get around something like that. Because again, being around the right type of spirits, the right type of positivity, it will rub off on you the right way. You'll definitely end up figuring out what you want to do and make it work for you. Again, you got to see something and you got to wish it into existence. Positive thinks, positive talks, positive affirmations, basically. You will be okay. If you see it, if you visualize it, you could achieve it and you could definitely just be the best you. But if all you see is negativity, chaos, division, and you think that's something that's supposed to make you happy, it's really not making you happy at all. And if at anything, you're just causing more headaches and chaos. That's not necessary. And then think about it. All the drama and all the stuff that you cause, at some point, it comes back full surface and it will bite you. And then again, you got people that will go out their way to make sure that the good ones or the ones who just doing what works for them don't see the shine that they're supposed to. But you got people who are humble, stern, and not moving and not going nowhere. And that's the best way to move. That's a form of going towards prosperity because you're not allowing the negative to consume you. You're not allowing the people to motivate you in a negative direction. If anything is giving you a blueprint and is showing you right in your face who's who, and then you keep it moving from there. Mary B, what's going on, baby? You have some people again who just are always going to move immaturely And some people are really just petty until they die in days. And I think that's a sad notion right there. It's really sad when you have people that won't do anything else outside of just being a pester and being a hindrance to somebody. But in that same token, it shows that these people again are choosing stupidity. At some point, you have to wake up, smell the coffee, start being better. You know, start really getting back into that tune of things. Some people end up out of whack. Why? Because again, when they're focusing on just moving a wrong way and not trying to figure out a way to move right in their life, it they lost sight of a lot of different opportunities and goals. Danielle, what's going on, baby? I think that's the worst thing about it too. Um, your goals in life should not always just be hating and despising somebody that badly, or just wanting to be a pain into somebody's side that badly, especially if it ain't that deep, that serious. Some of you will create a narrative and then push the narrative as far as you can push it. But at some point, guess what? The real people see what it is, and a lot of times you can't get people to just see your vision. Les, my guy, what's going on? Sunshine, what's going on, my guy? Oh, okay, I hear you there. Yeah, no doubt, sis. I hear you. Hopefully, all y'all had a good Thursday. Hopefully, all y'all having a good Friday so far, future babies. Shouts to the future babies. You know, y'all. You know, again, you got to figure out what's your goal in life. What do you feel you could bring to the battlefront? What do you feel you could do, or how you going to take the steering wheel and drive right into your right destination? Some of y'all refuse to even open your ears and your eyes and listen when people are giving you sound, stern advice, especially things that they might see that you don't see. Riders, what's going on, baby? I think that's the main thing to remember, though. When you are choosing stupidity, you're not going down a successful road. Anything you want to have nothing but headaches, heartaches, trouble from the get go. And at some point, you won't be the one that's crumbled. Because depending on the trouble and the level of stupidity that you're putting yourself through, you're going to feel that in the long run. Now, when it's all said and done, even if you thought you succeeded in doing something, now what you do from there? Where do you go from there if you feel like you just quote unquote won a war? Now you want to keep moving forward with the same mentality, or you want to change it up? James, what's going on, my guy? I already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. But that is a question you should be asking yourself every day when you do wake up. Do you choose prosperity or stupidity? And again, running down a stupid road, you're going to run into a stupid roadblock. You want to hit a whole bunch of stupid potholes. Because again, you're not moving smarter logically, you're just moving stupid. I mean, let's keep it good. Whatever your life calling is, you'll never be able to really truly succeed in that if you allow all those negatives to just plague whatever you are trying to build. And again, for those who are building on more than one level, continuously, keep the ship floating tightly because you don't need nothing that's going to damage or even sink it. You want to be able to say you got to a safe destination, even if you did hit a storm or two. You know, there's nothing lost in the sauce. Basically, you just took a little rough turbulence, like most people. Even like if you're in the sky, prime example. Sometimes you might get a little turbulence, but that comes with the territory of flying, right? So, and it's crazy because again, time is so delicate and so precious, just like life is. And some of y'all will really waste your lives just trying to cause pain and heartache because you're going through pain and heartache. And whether you want to accept that or hear that or not, it is true. You can tell when somebody is hurting. You can tell when somebody is definitely feeling a type of way. And this is the route that they're going to go. But at some token, again, at some point, you have to take accountability and responsibility for your actions and for what you've done. And sad part about it is you could tell that to somebody and they still won't go with it. So again, some people are choosing the stupid road. ABG, what's going on, my guy? I hear you, riders. That's what you're supposed to do. Listen, again, nobody is living a perfect existence. Everybody's going to make mistakes. Everybody's going to, you know, have a specific past, no matter what it is. But always remember this, though. With change, there also comes prosperity. You might have been moving ignorant at first, but if you realize everything in the notion, you, in the same token, make that change. Once you done made that change, whatever happens is in the past. But then again, it's some things that once you go that route, you can't come back from that. I'm still logical on that part. For most of y'all know what I'm talking about. So on that note, nah, there ain't no forgiving that. No past, present, or future will forgive that. You can't be trusted in that sense. And if you haven't done so by now, you already know y'all can drop links and show each other some love in here. I'm telling making beneficial changes in your life and just around you is key and critical. Again, we've learned some things, and in that same token, guess what? Where does it take us now? And if we still want to live in the same damn time warp that we facing now, gotta move out of that. The reason why there's a influx on a lot of different things is because, again, you have people who refuse to think along the road of prosperity. You know, they would rather take personal shots or do certain things along that nature just to try to advance themselves and make them feel good about themselves. But it shouldn't even be that way anymore. We all are facing some sort of struggle. That's what some people fail to realize. Might not be the same struggle, but it's still a struggle. You never think about things like that. You got some people who, one person's struggle may be suffering with mental health, whereas another person might be dealing with something on a whole different level. Somebody could be dealing with cancer. And that same notion, again, it's still a struggle. So at some point, there's going to be some pain. There's going to be some headaches, some heartache. But you have to still be strong enough to say, regardless to what, I can't lose my ground. I can't lose my footing. Definitely can't lose the respect of the right people that are around me. But in that same token, if you're going to do that, goes to show you wasn't thinking about nothing in the first place. No doubt, Mary. Appreciate you, baby. You have a good one, definitely. Um, telling you want certain things in life to pan out or be just as fine as you claim you want it to be, you have to take those initial steps. You gotta go down the road of prosperity. And yeah, you're gonna go through some headaches, some heartaches, some ups and downs, some trials and tribulations sometimes. But you'll build. You'll get stronger. You'll definitely see things clearer and be a little wiser to the decisions that you're making. Because again, everybody's situation is different. Serious, what's going on, baby? We appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. And I think that's a strong logic to take to the forefront. You got to be strong on all aspects, not so much as physically, but spiritually and strategically. You have to be strong. You have to be wise. You have to be well calculated in the things that you're doing, especially if you are trying to build on that successful road. You can't make irrash decisions and mess around and drop the ball. So in that instance right there, you got to just keep yourself preserved. And the best way to keep yourself preserved, just not delving into any negativity. Instead of trying to down in somebody or instead of you trying to be a bother to somebody, how about you ask them a simple question? How about you ask them which road you took to go get to this success? But then again, you want to have some people, if they already watching you, they should already know how to move. Yeah, you still have free thinking, but if you want to move a certain way, if you feel that would be the best aspect for you in life, you got to follow what's good with your heart. You got to follow that prime example of strength and positivity. You know what? I do want to own this. I do want to make this work. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna figure out what I got to figure out. I'm gonna take whatever lessons I could take, or I'm gonna just apply what I do, and I'm gonna just make it work from there. Not supposed to just use 10% of that brain. You are supposed to use a little bit more than that. That's why sometimes you have to go deep inside your head and think about the best possible options you're making in life. What's beneficial not just for you, but for the people around you. And if it ain't beneficial for you, then it's not beneficial for the people around you, including the family. Willis, what's going on, my guy? you'll have to believe in some sort of process in life. You know, you can't continuously go down a negative path. You can't sit here and think that the world is responsible for the things that's going on with you, especially if you're not in the spot where you feel you should be. No, you have to figure out what's going on and make it work and change it. Like I was saying earlier, if you keep going back and forth in jail between your early teens and your late 20s, early 30s, and now you finally decide you want to stay home and you don't know a lick of anything, or if you do know something, you can't really apply it because you already know what it is right now. Depending on the rap sheet, depending on whatever, you ain't guaranteed to get in certain positions unless you know somebody. And even if you know somebody, it still could be not even a risk. They just gonna have to really keep a mindful eye out. Again, who want to go through that? Again, you got to learn to just stand firm on what you believe in and what you solid on. If you feel a beneficial change for you is getting into a market where it could be lucrative, but also beneficial and shoot, even be a future brand for years to come, centuries to come. You have to put that into work. Some people will sit and fall back and wait forever before they decide to do something. And not to try to be funny, you should always have your think take on because guess what? At some point, you won't want to get into something. You might see something that you feel definitely thrives with you. Yo, you know what? Yeah, I like building. I like messing with tools. I like doing this. I like doing that. Let me get into either construction, mechanics, or anything. You know what? That's my purpose right there. I'm gonna go for that. You don't go just because again you think it's the money aspect of it. Think about the future prosperity. It's not just about today. Again, some of y'all will go down the stupid road. Sorry, it is the stupid road. Going down, spending money on things that you really don't need to spend money on. And it's crazy. Not spending no $1,000 on no outfit. Definitely not spending no 3,000 on no sneakers. Because that's payments that could be going to something different or charities or something like that. You gotta think above and beyond. It's not just about you. That's what some people have lost that part of their soul. Best way is to focus again on yourself and do what's necessary. And then you could focus on the other things. Again, even if you gotta be the one to make it, just remember to go back for those who definitely helped you along the way up. Because guess what? Those are going to be the ones that are really ride or dies regardless. I can tell you this right now. When people think that they living their best life by going down that stupid road, they get a lot of you get a lot of stupid reactions and actions that happen along that course too. No doubt says be safe on the road. You already know, baby. Glad you got through the work day. Um, Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Yeah, if you think the best possible option in your life is trying to make somebody else's miserable or trying to just, be a pain and a hindrance and trying to get them to go away, you're not really saying much about your own life. And again, you need to fix it. Find something that works for you. Outside of negative, find something that works for you, that's beneficial for you. I'm sorry, but I think this is where everybody got it messed up too. Again, you have an option to stand up for what's right, and you also got an option to stand up for something that's good for you. And yeah, you can't allow nobody to dictate your happiness, how you grow, how you move. Some people will try that because, again, their lives are awkward, or they might be in awkward positions in life. Either which way, they play hand to hand when you got people that will sit there and do the utmost instead of, again, trying to figure out something that's better for them. Figure out a course plan and then figure out a plan that works for the people around you. Some of y'all will cry, mope, and complain about specific issues, but you got time and energy to worry about personal disputes with one person, two people, maybe a few people. Time for y'all to start getting it together. Which road are you really going down right now? Because once you delve down one road, it's hard to come back. And even if you do, it's sad that you would have to start back over again. You got to see a better path. Are you going to choose the road of prosperity? Which will definitely put a smile on your face. It will definitely keep a blueprint going. It will definitely show not just your immediate family, but everybody around you that you can maintain and sustain wealth, keep your health intact, because there's also different parameters. But again, you got to be happy on all accords. If you're not happy in one aspect in life, you feel miserable in all other aspects. This is where you get a lot of ignorance. So again, instead of trying to be one up on another, how about we all come up together? We all are going through some sort of struggle, or somebody in our families is going through struggles. Again, it's better to start figuring out future markets, especially for those jobs that are about to start being replaced. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know myself already. This is for fair use because this is an educational purpose right here. Because I didn't forget about that conversation we had a while back. And again, there's a lot of things going on, especially with this AI technology. I can honestly say it's it's hit and miss for me, only because there's specific things that you ain't gonna know if that's real or if that's an AI generated, whatever. I just heard a whole diss track. Listen to me, y'all. I heard a whole diss track, and come to find out, it ain't even a real diss track. It ain't even coming from the artist himself. It's his voice. It didn't come from him himself. It was bits and pieces. Spooky, right? This is what I'm saying. The things that really need to be focused on, we need to start coming together and seeing what's going on because we don't know how these things are going to change. Some of it is going to change for the good. Some of it could change for the bad. We don't know. But we'll never know if we sitting here just arguing amongst each other and just causing ignorance and division. lot of y'all with jobs in factories might be losing jobs soon. You never know. That's what I'm saying. Start building future markets. Find things that you can invest in. Find things that you know is definitely going to be good for the future of anybody that's going to be here in this future. It's time to grow. I feel a lot of people can't do it. There are some people who definitely have that strong natured spirit. They're going to be determined on the things that they want. And if it's something that's definitely going to be a life changer for them and the people around them, yeah, they're going to go hard. And they definitely ain't going nowhere. They're going to make sure they succeed in what they're doing. And not to be funny, I feel that's the best thing anyway. Thinking and trying to create new markets, especially if you're going to be on here, prime example. Figuring out new markets, new strategies, that does help. That is a beneficial growth at some point. But a lot of times it could come together, but again, just personal disputes, sheer ignorance, self hate turning into all around hate, egotism, people wanting more than they should have, and everybody should just be having something, period. If we put in the same amount of work, yeah, we're going to get the same amount of blessings. And even if you feel I'm more blessed than you, that doesn't necessarily mean that's the case. My bad, y'all. I'm tired of running. There's no traffic. Come on, man. Yeah, my bad, y'all. Don't make no damn sense and ain't no traffic. I'm sorry, that is becoming annoying. It's stupid. He said, "Mom, nah, it's not that. Just come on, man. Doing all that extraness and ain't no real traffic. Cut it out." You know what? What starts off with a not even a small investment. What starts off as a small idea or a small building mechanism could become a major success. Even if it's not the first time around, you know, you'll be ready and prepared for the greatness that's ahead, especially if you still with it. Nah, I know, bro. See again, come on, bro. Y'all tweaking now. Yeah, y'all tweaking now. But sometimes I'm not gonna lie, you know, it be certain situations. 'Cause some people do be getting rushed to the hospital, and sometimes it be elderly folks. So you know, it's always a mixed bag with that. But still, come on, man. It ain't no traffic. It ain't lit out here tonight, man. It's too shoot tonight. Feel like a back to school weather. I'm surprised. I seen a couple people out with hoodies and stuff today. I said, "Oh shoot!" Like Yet and still a blessing. You know, it's time to really start coming to the table and figuring out, different strategies and fields of play for the future. Because some of these fields that's already in existence might not be in existence in the next few years. So we never know. So again, it's better to be prepared. Yeah, I know, bro. But also on the same token, this is that same type of weather because shoot, we done had some people a couple summers back. Some people was getting found in their houses and stuff. And we talking about old and young. Natural causes. Nobody knew what was what until further notice or until that smell came out. So yeah, it's always gonna be tricky. Hopefully, ain't nobody getting seriously rushed to the hospital. Then again, they would have moved a little faster than they did earlier. So still probably something. And then sometimes, people do stupid stuff like doing false calls. Like, who still does that in 2023? I'm gonna make a false report on something just to echo. Who still does that? Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes people have a level of stupidity. No, come on now. You gotta be plain in sight and just plain insane to even do something like that anyway. But we've seen it happen. My scalp hurt, man. Yeah, I know, son. It's a lot of things that you see, bro. You'll see in and out, day in and day out. You see a lot of nutty, crazy stuff, and to some extent, it's funny. It's only funny because it's like, how far are you willing to go for either some sort of drama or attention? Oh shoot, I'm just now getting a notification. Shout out to Brother Word. I know he got the Oh shoot, I forgot he had the live this. Shout out to Brother Word. Shout out to a few people. Oh, man. So, like I said, we definitely just need to start coming together and figuring out future markets, future courses of strategy, even bring back inspiration to a degree to these communities and to the people that need it the most. Again, you can't help the ones who are already going to choose a path of destruction because it's just how it's already written to be. Again, there's some things that are already written that we know we can't fully get rid of. But the things that we can fight against, the things that we can change, we have to start changing. Yeah, I definitely forgot about that. I'm just now getting the notification. Shout out to Brother Word. I'm gonna have to definitely catch that. I definitely wanted to do this early just in case because man, there's just a few things going on, but I said I'm still gonna get this out today. Some people are gonna have to just learn to be themselves. Stand strong in what you believe in, actually. If you believe you're doing a beneficial good, no matter what it is you're doing, you stand tall on it. You let nobody again dictate the flow and pace of how you move it. It's up to you and only you to keep not just your mentality strong, but keep your mental space clear as possible. Because you want to be able to visualize and see that full destination. You're going to make some stops along the way, yeah, because it's necessary. But in that same token, your main destination should just be straightforward, at least till you got to that goal. Then you can sit back and relax. Chill town, what's going on, my guy? Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. I see there's a few people out here. My notifications is coming in mad late, man. See some uploads. I gotta check. Shout out to Uncle Bill, man. Shout out to a few people actually. Oh shoot. Shout out to my bro Joe Jersey Rich. Again, you definitely got good visions, good intentions. Keep pushing that gas forward. When you start doubting yourself, when you start letting certain seeds get planted in your head, you start listening to people that you necessarily don't have to, that's when it starts becoming a problem because now you lose focus on everything. See, prime example, we've seen all the nuttiness that's happened here on this build and on this continuous build. And whatever I continue to do, still do me. Still keep pushing forward with a message no matter what. No, you have to think more logical and you have to think carefully when you are moving and building. Some people hate that. Again, you should be thinking about a road to prosperity for yourself and the people around you. I honestly believe when you are trying to attack or even just be a nuisance to somebody, that's not really doing something beneficial for your life. That's actually just making you look more pathetic. I'm sorry to even put it that way, but I feel that way. It makes you look even more pathetic when you got time to, just focus on nothing but negative attacks on people. And if you don't know these people personally, I don't see the reason on even going that far. So again, you just got to be careful on what you're doing and how you build. And see, I'm always going to have a stern balance when it comes to bringing these topics and bringing this awareness because again, I don't have time to worry about everything else. It ain't helping whatever cause I'm trying to build and I'm trying to do. So don't need to really get into it. Again, my vision and my plan, I've already seen it. I'm still seeing other things along that line. And in my opinion, that's the most beautiful thing. And my goal is to steer this ship in the right course. Whichever course it lands at, don't matter. Guess what? Under the full control and under the full guidance, I know for a fact it's going to lead somewhere prosperous. Almost everybody's going to feel some sort of love, so it doesn't matter. Drea, what's going on, baby? Hope all is well with you too, sis. Hold on 1 second. I gotta check something, baby. My bag is I thought I was tripping for a minute, baby. Okay, you good, baby. I had to make sure. I be slipping sometimes, but can't be slipping too much. Again, you're gonna have opposition when you trying to do something that's, you know, right for you. right for the people around you. You know, some of these battles ain't really battles because in the long run, it's making just making you more strong. Because at some point, the opposition does get weaker. You know, and again, it shows a level of ignorance. It shows a level of stupidity, but it also shows a level of lackluster of life. No doubt, sis. I already know what's going on, and I definitely appreciate you. I think I missed your live about a couple minutes the last time you went live again. But you already know you always over here, baby. You know, definitely prayers for those who need it. You know, especially if you're going through something, whether it's mentally, physically, or just spiritually, getting healing prayers to those who need it. Because again, we all are humans at the end of the day. We ain't robots. You know, we all gonna have to take care of something. Oh, you already know I miss you too, baby. Like I miss everybody that's not here right now. Ain't no different. I ain't gonna never have to move different. See, that's the course in life that I chose. Not to move different. If I have to move different, that's because you've already done something that I've seen. You've already said or done something that I don't like, and I'm gonna tell you about it. You know, because again, you never know what people are going through, but in the same token, that don't give you the right to try to, go crazy. I'm as respectable as I'm always going to be, but don't think I'm going to be a pushover. That's not going to happen either. If you think I'm going to get pushed over when I'm bringing something that's needed, yeah, you might as well keep running into this brick wall and just keep hurting yourself. Because again, we have to think outside of these BS parameters that's been put in hand. Think it's time for some people to honestly grow up. Telling you this right now. If you got more time to focus on somebody else's life and not focus on your life, it shows where your lifestyle is. It shows where it's going. Nowhere. Platty, listen. Platty, listen. But you know how I feel about certain things. It's like most of y'all. Most of y'all that been here, y'all know where I'm at with it. Got time to be playing around or focusing on melodrama and all that shit, man. We got melodrama right now. And at what point does that have any type of beneficial growth? I wait. I can have all the fun, be me, do whatever, whatever. And I don't gotta go outside of a parameter to achieve something. I'm sorry, because I've seen this time and time and again, even off this app. Some people are just so miserable in their own twisted ass life. They'll go the distance to try to make sure somebody else's happiness is ruined. But you got those strong ones that are not going to happen. So you can keep running into this wall, and this is a lot of wall you just heard. So keep running into it till you hurt yourself. Um, I'm not responsible for medical bills, no, none of that. You run into a wall with your own stupidity. That's on you. Learn something. Some people are just not going to go nowhere because you feel they should. And if you want them to go somewhere so badly, right? How about you take your initiative and you go somewhere? See how that works? you've had a bad experience in life, or you cause a lot of your own experiences, whose fault is that? Like, let's keep it a buck. You got people on here who've been building and been doing the things they've been doing, and guess what? Most of them are still building and doing what they do. Why? Because they kept their vision clear and they stood firm on what they believed in. When you are trying to be prosperous in more than one way, not going to allow things on that battlefield to take you out of commission. See, I'm gonna use the people that have been building amongst the community that we are building here. And again, I didn't come from nowhere. I wasn't a part of no sector or a blueprint and a prime example of just coming here, having real talks, being yourself, and building, but also having enough love and respect to know just some things I'm not going to tolerate. And if I sense it, if I feel it, it's up out of here. It's not my fault, Platty. Don't say it's my fault. You know, again, some people have to love and respect what's going on. Because in that same notion, you have people who are bringing real life stuff to the forefront, especially on here. And I respect and love every last one of y'all. Whether y'all in the shadows watching every day, whether y'all back and forth in the chat, shoot, even when y'all pop up. That's not my fault. It's not my fault you ain't got no brekkie right now. See, that's not my fault. See, don't worry, I'm looking back at the chat. See what I'm talking about? Trying to encourage madness. See, I ain't take my meds this month, Platty. I'm telling you. That's with me. Trouble. Trouble. Oh, don't worry, realers. We sick of you and your toe fetishes in here too, son. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, I'm petty. Are we really gonna go there, baby? No. Can somebody do me a solid real quick? Hey, Court, what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. See, this is what I'm talking about. Prime example of a wasteless, worthless ass person being a bother to people that either you don't know personally or you just having a fake falling out with. What's going on with some of y'all? See, this is the question again. That this is why this topic came up tonight, y'all. I felt it coming. Do you choose the road of prosperity or stupidity? You would literally go follow somebody from chat to chat. And that's for everybody, including the one that's following me. It goes to show that some people's level of stupidity and their life worth ain't shit. Sorry. And if you got time to do that on here, what are you doing in your actual time? Do me a favor and please don't come back in here with that stupidity. I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. I'm gonna need you to get on your knees, not slobber a knob, and pray to God. Please don't do that in here again. The next time I might be burying you because I think I know who the hell you are. Don't come in here bothering the people that's building and growing amongst the community. And if you're not going to be a real person about shit, do me a favor and go stick your head in a donkey's ass for real. What's wrong with you? It's the problem that we have here, even off this app. We have those same type of problems here. Some people are just so miserable. Grow up. Did you really have the time to do that? Wait a minute, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Ain't you supposed to be getting laid or something? What are you doing? Wait a minute, y'all. Let me rub my scalp. I sensed this was coming, right? I knew this was coming. My head hurt now. My scalp hurt, y'all. Yo, like this is the thing I'm talking about. Like, here it is, even when you having a serious conversation, and a random that's just coming out of nowhere to bother somebody that's building amongst the flock. I'm telling you, it goes to show. Jesus Christ. You need to get paid, you need to get laid. It's either that or you just need to go away. But either which way, come on now. Like, how much time you got on your hands? I wonder, hold on, if you got a family, right? Prime example. How much time you got on your hands if you on here all day, every day? Those that show you where your life at. Marianne, what's going on, baby? Yeah, because you got stupid people coming in here trying to bother somebody that's not even a bother to nobody. I don't even know you personally, but that's just so ignorant, man. Yeah, man, like don't you think it's something else better to do than just running around trying to chase somebody? You be honest. I swear, when you go to sleep tonight, I would hope to God you wake up to some wisdom in the morning. Learn yourself before you burn yourself. Yeah, it's not. But even still, this is crazy how you would come over here and try to attack somebody, especially like, look, I already know that's a woman. Nah, you're not stressing me out. It's just it's just stupid. But it ties right into what I was talking about tonight. People choosing a stupid road instead of going a prosperous road. So, hey, it is a part of the lesson there. I don't know. Again, I just felt like this. You got time to do that. Put time into something else better. But this should be a prime example to some people on how not to move in life. Even on here, don't come into somebody's channel being a pestilence, not even just to the host, but being a pestilence to people that are building and just being themselves. You know, that's what I'm saying. You got people that do want to build and possibly want to grow. And sometimes this could be a hindrance to some of those who are, because who wants to have to deal with ignorance and nonsense all day when we got enough of it in the real world? When are you going to wake up to realization that you could be putting your time into something more beneficial? It's time for you to really start putting on your brain caps and thinking. But again, this kind of ties right into the lesson. I ain't giving it that much energy. I just find it funny. Because if you got a problem with somebody, why not take it up with somebody for real? If it's that to a point where you chasing them, why not just do something? Then again, I ain't even encouraging that, because you going to bite off more than you can chew. Some of y'all need to start moving wiser, especially on here. Stop being a pestilence and a hindrance to some people, because some people definitely going to give you what you want. And when they give you too much of it, you ain't going to be able to play victim on that situation or that circumstance. You brought it all on yourself. No doubt, Court. You already know, baby. Oh, yeah. And let me do this real quick, too, like I always do. Congratulations to everybody who just got monetized recently, partially monetized on the way, too. Definitely congratulations to those who might be starting off, doing what's necessary on their own platforms, continuously grow, build, be you, and, you know, never block your own blessings. Whatever blessings are you know, bestowed upon you, just hold on to them. And yet and still just move humbly. Definitely shout out to all the members of the Eulogy family. Like I said, I'm definitely trying to put some things into works. You know, but for most of y'all, y'all got the custom emojis and stuff like that for right now. So again, it's all about how you move the course in the direction of the ship. And if you do want something better, you got to think better. You got to be better. Appreciate you, serious baby. But this ain't nothing new for me. This ain't nothing new for me. This is something that I've been doing. You know, at some point, I'm trying to wake up some of y'all, because some of y'all lost your conscience and you lost your spirit somewhere along these lines, especially on here. And some of you are definitely just doing the utmost. You reaching for no apparent reason, and you reaching for all the wrong reasons. And you gonna reach out for that wrong branch, and that's gonna be your demise. And you gotta think, which road do you really want to take? And I'm sorry, that is pathetic and that is sad when you doing stuff like that, going from chat to chat, following people that you quote unquote got an issue with. If it's not that much of a real issue, just keep it pushing. You know, again, not everybody gonna like each other, not everybody gonna get along, so on and so forth. But it should be a respect level, period. So that person that was coming in here to pester Mary B, this is gonna be your first and final warning. I don't care who you are. This is gonna be your first and final warning over here. Because the next time that eulogy is coming, and what comes out my mouth next, oh, don't worry. Don't worry. There's a lot coming out this chamber. Because you, just like everybody else who are doing things along that nature, are the prime reasons why people can't grow and build the way necessary. But yet and still, you also know that a lot of these people ain't going nowhere. So you're just making yourself look more and more sad. So let this be your first and last warning. And I know you're still sitting in the shadows because you think she probably gonna pop back in here. And even if she did, I'm still on that. And that's with anybody. Don't be stupid over here and get your feelings hurt. Mookie, what's going on, my guy? I appreciate you, serious. Or shouts to everybody. Shouts to Marlene. Shouts to all the real ones, for real. Again, everybody is building on here one way or another, building differently. And if you mad because people are living their truths and living their honest life, you need to find out what works for your life. And again, just make it work for you. Your blessings ain't going to be their blessings and vice versa. Some of y'all, regardless of what, are blessed to wake up every day. Don't let that go over your head. Silly rabbits. Blessings ain't just for kids, it's for everybody. It don't matter which road you coming from. Your main destination in life should be some sort of happiness and prosperity for the future of you and everybody around you. Again, I'm gonna repeat that because apparently nobody no hablo de inglés or no hablo de español, no comprehend, right? So I'm just gonna go crazy. You have to at some point stop yourself from crashing into a brick wall. Stop being a crash dummy. You're going to trick yourself thinking that you hurting somebody and you hurting yourself in the long run. Because again, what does that say about you? And when people see this is the type of reputation that you have, or this is the type of things that you always accustomed to doing, who's going to really want to be around that? Nobody but the people that think like you. Again, get yourselves right. Stop focusing on stupidity and negativity and focus on things that really make sense right now. You could be trying to be a beneficial part of that future market or trying to build a future market if you put your mind to something that you believe in. But you ain't gonna believe in nothing because again, you just choose to be stupid. So when people come in here being stupid and being disrespectful and attacking anybody in here, it doesn't matter. You gonna get this work. Today was just the only day I'm not gonna give this workout because you actually tied into the lesson. Because it'd be grown men and women again that don't have a hold of their life. And in certain instances, you might actually have kids or teens on here trolling because apparently it shoot. There's no restrictions to certain things. This is what you get. And again, I've always felt like this: if you got time to make multiple accounts just to be stupid, shows you ain't gonna never get to a level of prosperity you should be getting to. Don't let that ball go over your head neither. Certain ramifications, you gonna feel it. Why? Because guess what? You moving the way you shouldn't be moving, and it shows jealousy. It shows no class. It shows that you don't have an idea of what you want to do of outside of just being a pain or being an instigator. So again, you gonna cause your own demise going down that stupid road when you could be blessing yourself and prospering to the fullest extent if you just take something that works for you. In life, you want to build strong relationships, definitely strong bonds with people, including family, the ones who are really deserving of it, and you want to just move the best way possible for the future. I'm sorry, but it's just as crazy. I think I know what it is too. And I'm gonna break this down tonight too. Because I think I figured out a little bit of everybody's situations when it comes to them trolling. Some I just already explained it. Their lives is miserable and they don't have nothing content. So they're gonna always do something until they get what they want. And when they get what they want, it's gonna be too much for them, and then they're gonna run. And if they don't run, they still gonna try to be a pain to somebody. So they're gonna keep making themselves look weak and looking diminished. So again, while you are getting stronger, your enemies are getting weaker because they're gonna try to dig in deep. They're gonna try to leech on as much as possible because they know there's no stopping the real elevation. You want a whole different playing field than them, and they still are trying their best to be strategic, but it's not working. The other options are you got some who think they was gonna come on here, make a love connection, got jealous along the way about certain things, felt the type of way, and then we see the trolling. We see the trying to cause division. We see the ignorance that we see day in and day out, no matter where we at. You got some people who start trolling or get crazy because they hard up over a wrench. You got some who are trolling because they already are content creators and their content is trash. So they gonna try to do whatever to get some sort of content that they feel is gonna bring something to their table. So on and so forth. Do I really gotta go down this road? Some people really are schizo and it's a difference in everything up in here. You got some who just stuck in their ways and they feel that's just the way they're gonna go about it anyway. They don't care. Because again, outside of this, what life do you really live that's happy and prosperous when you got time to worry about people that don't worry about you? I'll wait on that answer. And you also got some that do that because they feel the person that they supporting, oh, they should just move the way they move it. No, if that's the case, you got your own. You do what you got to do. You can't tell somebody how to move, how to dictate things, how to do anything. If there ain't that man upstairs or you dictating it, come on now. You don't even bat an eye at it a lot of times because again, it shows a level of ignorance, shows a level of self-hate, also shows a level of distrust. I can't trust you if you're moving like that. And if you moving amongst people like that, I definitely can't trust you. We give or take, some of y'all know what the deal is already. And again, at some point, you're gonna have to take control of the destination and take control of the community again, one way or another. See, this community wasn't as bad, but again, you got a lot of people who have lost their mind, going to the point where they crash out so badly they don't even see it, they crashing out. A level of stupidity. you don't have knowledge of yourself, if you don't have knowledge of what's good around you, you're gonna crash and burn. A lot of y'all are crashing and burning. You're gonna have the trolls that, whether it's trolling me or trolling everybody here, whatever, it doesn't matter. You're gonna have those who catch this replay, and it is what it is. I said what I said. I broke down almost every logic to the people trolling. And some people really just got a distaste or disdain for somebody so badly that they will even do something along those lines. And that's still showing a form of jealousy, a form of hate. So again, you want to get those type of situations happening. But that shouldn't stop anybody who is trying to come on here building to build. It ain't no different than what you're going through in the streets. And a lot of these people are going to feel safe behind a computer. They're going to definitely feel safe behind a device because they know there's only so much you can do on here. But you got to remember this too. That energy that you put out there, one way or another, it does come back to you. If you ain't prepared for it, hey, you can't play victim. Tanya, what's going on, baby? You already know, if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And that's what needs to be more encouraged right now. Uplifting in more than one way. See, these talks I have are uplifting. To some, it's kind of hard hitting because they've already been through certain situations and circumstances. To others, it's definitely a road to healing. For others, it's just good to hear a good balance. And some people just don't have a good balance. And if you claim that you have love and support somebody, right? That's what it's supposed to mean. In more than one way, you are supposed to uplift and support. But you're only supposed to support those who need the support. True, what's going on, my guy? My bad about earlier. I owe you the fish flounder later. But I don't have no fish flounders, bro. My bad about the live earlier, bro. I got wrapped up in something, but I got something for you, baby. Throwback Thursday, baby. Throwback Thursday, y'all. Oh man. No, yeah, I see the encouragement. See, nah, true, that's my dog right there. That was when I, man, listen, that was a throwback. That was during the wintertime. I went to go visit somebody. You see, my man had all that extra fur on him. And he just had a birthday too, so yeah, still doing him. But again, you got to be genuine with what you're doing. See, again, these talks is genuine because again, it should open the mind to think about what's going on in the world around you. You're not just talking about on here, but off here. Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, for those who are just tuning in, the clip I played last night apparently got me a copyright claim, so can't use that no more. It was fun while it lasted, though. It was definitely fun while it lasted. But again, you gotta figure out what's truly beneficial to your life. What do you bring to life? What can you bring to life? What ideas can you bring to the forefront? Even if the ideas don't work for you, you can pass those to the people who might need it, who could actually use it and utilize it. Again, it is about the blueprint. Nah, that was just the clip, bro. That was a throwback, man. It was a throwback with the young boy over here, my little young boy. True, you forgot I got a dog, man. That was him with all that extra fur and the sweat on. Oh no, the clip I used last night, it was a funny meme that I had, but it was the song that got me the copyright. So I'm like, damn it. That's why I had to replace it with this clip again. But again, I own this clip and there ain't no music in it, so I don't want to hear nothing, baby. He told you he see the ops too, son. Told you he be on watch as well too. You know, but again, some of y'all should be loving your lives, even if it's the simple life. Because again, you got people who weren't able to make it today. People might not make it tomorrow. So again, it is a blessing while you are here to try to make something happen. No doubt, true. Appreciate you, bro. But definitely chime in with you tomorrow if you're going live. Don't worry about that, bro. I got you. No, again, I do appreciate and I do love everybody that is here and that's going to continuously come here and build it. See, I believe in what I believe in. I can't let nobody deter that nor stop that. And that should be a blueprint for a lot who are coming on here to build. You let nothing dictate anything. Personal feelings and emotions shouldn't override your critical thinking. You know, yeah, love something at least. Have some sort of growth and build. Stop wasting your time trying to chase something that you think you have to achieve. If you think you have to achieve breaking or trying to destroy somebody, you're really not saying nothing about your spirituality or your life at all. You're just saying that you're part of them hindrances that we need to start suppressing and getting rid of. And at some point, the people that are building on this community, even here, are going to get right to that. There are some things that should never be accepted, and at some point, it won't be accepted. And I see a lot of people coming together for that right reason. So all I could say is to the people that have the time to keep going back and forth and doing things along those notions, good luck. It's definitely going to be a problem. You're going to run into that brick wall. And you're going to knock your own head silly. You might not be able to recover from that. Think about what you do before you do it. Stern believes on that. me 1 second. I'm getting more notifications. Oh man. Oh shoot! Shouts to Nets, baby. Shouts to a few people that's live right now as well. Shouts to Nirvana, baby. You know, again, when you are trying to build the best way, the worst way you could destroy a build is just being two faced. And sad to say, you got a lot of people on here I've seen who are good, but they surrounded by people who are just sad and miserable. They cause a lot of distraction that's not needed. In that same token, that can mess up your build. Again, I'm going to let this be clear to anybody. Because I know some of y'all going through situations right now where you're being excessively trolled or just bothered by people that you don't know personally or don't care to know personally. Or you already had your disputes and now you got moved on and they still being a fool. I'm not going to allow that to happen over here. Never did and I never will. Marianne, I hear you, baby. Madeline, what's going on, baby? Angela, what's going on, baby? See you up in here. We appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. Um, in the grand scheme of things, you want to reach for the highest potentials. You should love every moment that you're able to breathe, especially if you do have a family. And some of you, even if your lives is a little bit off, you still have a way to make it better. But constantly running around chasing somebody, being a pest to them, that's not showing any type of growth. You're still wasting more time doing that than you are being beneficial to yourself. Wake up and find a blueprint. Definitely not hard to succeed in life. And honestly, sometimes you have to take a break. You take a good break when it's needed because, again, it's not so much as recharging. You want to be able to say, okay, I got this time. Let me go enjoy myself. Let me go relax my mind. Release the stresses of the world. Let me enjoy whatever fruits and labors that I put into good works. And after it's all said, now you get back to what you got to do. For every year that you're able to make it around the sun, you should be blessed and be more thankful and be more fruitful. Again, what do you see for yourself? Prosperity or stupidity? Should be a question that you ask yourself again every day in that mirror. It's the same way with asking, what do you choose? Life and the rewards that it has to come with it, or 25 to life. But again, that decision is up to you. And a lot of y'all are gonna let this go over your head. And it's sad. And I ain't speaking about y'all here. They know who I'm talking about. A lot of y'all are gonna let it go over your heads. But it just goes to show you nobody's gonna be scared and nobody's going nowhere. So I like to use these words again. You either gonna get down or you gonna lay down. And if you lay down, you gonna stay down. No weapon shall prosper, especially when you believe in what you believe in. And you adamant on continuously being that beneficial part of life. You know, it's time to motivate yourselves. Be more crucial and critical. Again, stop making decisions off of emotions. Start thinking about logic. I don't think I could have said that any clearer tonight. So that goes to the person that came in here bothering Mary B. That goes to anybody that's been a bother to anybody in here recently. That even goes to the people that have some sort of issue or disdain with me. Do you choose a road of prosperity or do you choose a road of stupidity? Think before you do. Put a little bit more knowledge and love into you. Try to get you a special group and think about all the logical sense and the blessings that you can do. You definitely want to see a change in life. You're gonna have to carve it with that special knife. Leave your indentations in the world and watch the parallels in the future unfurl. And I'm telling you, you're gonna see drastic changes in the world. But don't forget the unnecessariness that comes along, because that's part of that pearl. But that's a small token. It's not really that big. Shouldn't force you to take shit. Definitely shouldn't sing it at all. It's just what's needed. It's a small little motivation to keep you going. But in that same token, in that same notion, you got to figure out how you're going to navigate in the ocean. If you don't, you're going to drown. Nobody will know. All right, y'all, what's going on, baby? You know, again, everybody has a struggle in life. Everybody has been through something, but in the same token, there should be a respect level. And if you can't respect certain processes and certain blessings, then you're not really saying much of nothing. Again, you're just showing weakness. And you would figure and hope at some point that it changes. And for some, it's still to change. There's still some time. Anything can happen in the drop of a dime. But you got to be putting in the dedication and the work. And you can't be going on this app acting all berserk. You're going to have some people that ain't got time for the games. And I'm telling you, you're going to have people that's going to give you straight flame. You're going to already feel like you're in the devil's lair. So I think it's tough for you to get your ship clear. You claim you have respect and love for people around you, and even the others that surround you. What does it say when you following somebody day in and day out? Showed you didn't care about them at all. So it's just weighing it out. And it's showing the people who's true and who's not. And it's clear that some of y'all is just going for a number one spot. But in the long run, you ain't getting that way, especially if you gotta bother somebody each and every day. You ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself. And in that notion, you should put your head on the shelf. And again, go back to the drawing board, draw out a blueprint, and then say all aboard. You're gonna have the people that definitely want to be around you. And again, you're gonna have those who are profound of you. Some people they don't even want to hear a sound from you. But it's okay. I'm comfortable with the view. I don't hear nothing outside of strength and positivity. Grown man standing in front of you. Ain't no difference in it. Do what I gotta do, work my regular job. Wouldn't care if I was somebody's heartthrob. Get my focus on something greater and better. And I feel like I'm wearing one of these leather cuts or a sweater. And that same notion, I'm gonna keep building. And the people around me are gonna definitely have love and respect in this building. And they're gonna feel it. They ain't gotta worry about too much drama. Because for all y'all knowing, I'm strapped with the llama. And these bullets ain't gonna hit nobody but you. I'm telling you, you really don't want a part of a eulogy crew. One man army, and I'm strong as ever can be. So again, I renounce and get rid of all the negativity. If anybody that might be going through it, if they feel they got somebody that's following them, oh, trust me, I got a clip in the chamber for them. Don't let that ball go over your head. Again, get your life in order. You heard what I said. Figure out which road that you're going. Stop being a pain in the ass because it's really showing that you're a speck of dust. Really nothing to think about. Got a question for you. What you gonna do when them vultures and them eagles are out? See, for those who think that drama sells, I'm gonna show you something. And I don't gotta go to a cell. I'm gonna just tell you when it comes to positivity, that shit is always gonna ring bells. Good always outweighs the bad one way or another. And I'm only reaching out to my sisters and brothers. I'm also reaching out to others who feel like I feel when we come and have these general topics of discussion. If you come over here playing games, you're gonna suffer the repercussions. And I'm definitely gonna make sure I punch you in the head and you catch a concussion. That CTE will be real on you. End the discussion. Just had to give y'all a little back. I don't know. I'm thinking about bringing that poetry night back. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But again, I do appreciate everybody that's tuned in tonight. The link is pinned in case anybody want to chime in on the situation. Um, Other than that, I feel like I got my lesson out through the night. And see, even when you said something like this, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're still gonna have them people that just don't care because they want to see if you want to really break, or they want to see how far they gonna take it before they finally get that reaction. But in that same token, you know how I do it. I just stay laughing and stay clapping because you know me, I'm the ship captain. I ain't playing around with none of y'all when it comes to this building. But you gonna respect what I'm doing and you gonna love the feeling. If not, you're just gonna get thrown off the ceiling. When some of you should be focusing on business dealings, y'all just strapped and dealing with personal feelings. And I think that's always going to show a character of weakness, regardless to what. And I hope something just hit you stern in the gut. Apologize for any type of cursing that probably was in the live, but hey, this is how I do it. I'm raw and uncut. Been like that since day one. Some things I will tone down because I already know I gotta play by the rules. So, but don't think I'm not gonna ever come on here and be giving you some classic jewels. That's something that's always gonna happen. And when it comes to situations that trigger me, oh, I'll be snapping. I'll be snapping for all the good reasons. And you could believe that you're gonna see me for more than one season. My purpose is definitely what it is. Not just being creative, but being supportive and also just giving what's needed. You want to build better foundations, you got to build a solid one. If you're not building a solid one, you're not building nothing at all. You're just destroying what's left of your conscience and your soul. So let that sink in your scalps tonight. For those who need to hear that, let it sink in your scalp tonight. And again, I'm gonna tell that person that came here to mess with one person. You really just escaped something that could have been dire for you. Because I don't care. I got an eagle eye out on everybody and I got fire for you. But guess what? I don't have no desire for you. I don't have no desire for none of your kind either. And every time you come here, you will catch a lyrical ether. Or you'll catch something poetic. Don't matter. Because I just said it earlier. Your lives are pathetic. If you were following any and everybody and you ain't trying to improve something to get out of your lobbies, then I think you need to find a new change in hobby. Get off the internet, go find something, Bobby. And that's truthful though. What you just said, James, is truthful. And some people don't believe it, but again, it's going to be battered into the heads that need it. Most people are here for a good reason, and they're going to be doing what's necessary, whether those haters like it or not. But again, for those who are building or thinking about building, don't never let this go over your head. And this is a grand lesson tonight. Just keep doing what works for you and keep strong on all parameters, and you'll be fine. I know I'm going to be strong on all parameters in life because I always think strong. I always think positive, even in the most negative and dire situations. Battle tested, barely rested, but guess what? I'm heavily invested. Hopefully, everybody did get something out of this. And again, shout outs to Word. I know he's still doing his POV live, but definitely about to go show him some love in a minute. Shout outs to Sean and a few other people too that's live right now. Um, I wanted to get this out the way early only because again, I do feel like it's a chill out night, and I do want to support everybody that is out and about. So, in the grand scheme of things, this was a good lesson tonight. And hopefully, for those who come across this who might be coming here to build, hopefully y'all learn something. And for those who came in here trying to be a pest or a hindrance, I hope you learned something as well too. Hope a lot of y'all learned something. Because I basically broke down what's the problem right now in this social media community. You have too many spiteful, hateful people. But you got a lot of strong people who are still going to be them and do what's necessary because this is what they chose. They don't necessarily have to even be here, but they want to be here. Because again, they are showing and giving a blueprint to somebody who needs inspiration. But this is the grand thing. The grand thing is just building and continuously building your growth, your spirituality, and just building for a better circumstance and outcome. I think this is definitely a good lesson tonight, y'all. Definitely not gonna hold y'all much longer. Again, the link is pinned in here. In case anybody want to chime in on this topic, because I feel this is something that's beneficial for everybody to hear. Let's do a little bit better. Let's try to uplift each other the best way possible. Let's stop coming to blows over pettiness and madness. Let's be real with ourselves. Let's really fight the real enemies at hand and let's focus on trying to build up our lands. Focus on that. Once we come to that conclusion, guess what? We gonna feel better. Not just about ourselves, but about what we don't. And again, this is what you always want to get when you do come here. And for those who've been here since the beginning, y'all know I ain't changing for nothing. I'm rough around the edges, I'm raw and uncut, but I'm real with it. I'm living proof. Half of these things that we see, I could have been down all those roads, and yet and still was blessed not to be down those roads because I seen what it did, and I see where it could lead. It ain't leading nowhere positive when you have a life. So you build the best things possible. You know, you make strong changes in your life, and you do what's necessary for you, and you own it. And then if the people love it and respect it, they'll be around it. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm sorry to say, some people just ain't gonna never see it until it's too late. And hopefully, some of y'all don't end up losing your lives behind it. So again, you better be thankful for every breath that you have, for every day that you're able to wake up. If you actually do have people that love you and care about you, you better make sure you're doing all you can for them. And vice versa. Because again, love and support goes on all angles. You know, definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. Definitely going to be showing some love to those running around these YouTube streets. Time for me to go work this fur baby for the night. Think it might rain out here too. It been kind of, yeah. For those in the city, oh, before I leave out, prayers to those who might have been injured in the situation that happened today on the Long Island Railroad. Train derailed and a couple people got hurt on that train. These 10 injuries. So prayers to those who need it. You know, sad day too because again, you thinking you going home and you got to worry about situations like that. We don't know what all happened, but I'm still going to delve into that one, and I'll definitely bring that for the morning cipher too. Um, like I said, I'm always going to have something to bring to the forefront. Doesn't matter if it's news or not. But definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Definitely going to show Word some love. I believe he is still live, so I'm going to show some love over there and a few other ones. And we'll be back for the morning cipher. Again, definitely hope somebody did get this. For each one, teach one. And I'm happy if I reached one. Been a good night to each and every last one of you, and I'll definitely see y'all in a little while. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout outs to the replay game. Shout outs to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. And for everybody that was in attendance tonight, you already know that love is love and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. That's what I'm going to do is give you real topics and real builds. Like I said, we'll be back in the morning. I'm going to definitely get more on that story because, again, prayers go out to those who might have been injured. And, again, prayers to those who need it. Healing prayers to those who need it. And we'll be back. Y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. Until the next live, be out of here. Peace and blessings.